everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Entertainment only. I'm going to be using my runic tarot, fairly dark deck. We started off with a gloriously sunny morning this morning. I have 4 loads of washing out on the line, and of course then the clouds have come over, so let's see how we go. So the light, if it switches a bit, I do apologise. And for those that are new, the 2 marks on my face, I had my skin check done early in the week, and there are just a couple of I get it done every year to sort of capture everything quickly, so I've just had a couple of bits burnt off. Okay, what I want to have a look at, one of my beautiful viewers asked me how are they, well, they asked how Putin is feeling with what's going on in the US, but I'm going to say how is the Kremlin feeling, because I'm very dubious about whether Putin is actually still alive. I have seen for quite a while 3 morgue drawers being pulled out, and they're trying to decide which of the Putin bodies to put on display as to which one's in the best condition. Every time I see an image of supposedly Putin or a video, every fibre of my being screams that it's body double. So I'm very dubious that he's still around. Someone mentioned in a comment about the is it the F-16s, the fighter jets coming. Again, I read quite a long time ago that when the F-16s get delivered, it will be a huge turning point, and it will be the beginning of the end, and the end will come fairly quickly. Unfortunately, the delivery and the training's taken a lot longer than many of us would have anticipated. But things happen as they're meant to, for how they're meant to, and sometimes it's really, really hard when we're in the midst of it to try and understand the process. So what I want to have a look at is, I want to have, if I'm looking this way, this is where my notes are, the Kremlin on the US developments. Now, a few readers, including Sterling Psychic Medium and Cash Peters, etc., have said things are speeding up quicker than what was originally down as the plan going forward, and that is because of free will that's come through. So basically, a lot of us were seeing that, yes, Kamala Harris would be president. Most of us were seeing in 2 years' time, so halfway through the Biden administration term. But Biden, through personal choice, has made a decision that has accelerated that 2 years and brought it forward. So I want to have a look at the Kremlin on US developments, considering things have speeded up. And as I split the deck to poker shuffle, we've got the star card here. As I pointed out on my community page, Kamala Harris was born in the year of the Wood Dragon, 1964, I believe, and this year is a return of the year of the Wood Dragon. So it's very much, she is the dragon. She's got the star here. The star is hers, and she is defeating this Emperor energy. And it is very much what's going on. It's the Moon card. It is about a fight between good and evil, the exposure of evil with the moon up here, and you've got the rose and the cloche down the bottom, which is literally defending what is precious. Okay, so I'm going to have a look. The energies in the Kremlin. The energies in the Kremlin, given the change, the dude that they backed, Donald Trump, Trumpery cockwomble himself, excuse me when I say that, I just feel just absolute disgust with him at the moment. Their choice, he's on the slide, and so Shady Vance. So let's have a look. What is the energies in the Kremlin? What are the energies? It feels like there's just an incredible shift in the energies of the world at the moment, on many levels. So let's have a look. The energies of the Kremlin. given that Harris has now stepped up. Yeah, Nine of Swords, despair, it's a nightmarish situation. Absolutely, I will agree. One sword off, full, complete and utter downfall. The energies of the Kremlin at the moment. They are barely hanging on in what is fast turning into a nightmarish situation for them because they are being challenged by the bringing of justice. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean legal human justice. This can be universal justice. But they are finding themselves challenged by the bringing of justice. Their actions have had consequences. They now have to face those consequences. So, yeah, that's their challenge. Ooh, good. Oh, right. The energy is behind the scenes. Oof, absolutely not surprised. The Five of Swords, the win at any cost, the deceit, the betrayal, the abuse, the sabotage, but it's also self-sabotage. With so many of these players, they've done it to themselves. But yeah, the sabotage, the win at any cost, the abuse, and the absolute discarding of the people, leaving them to their own devices. Just awful, awful energy behind the scenes. No protection. No protection. The protection is shattered. This may even be them in the Kremlin having to try and bandage up, put a Band-Aid on because their protection is crumbling. Feeling that may be the answer, guys. If you hear my voice, let me know, but I'm feeling that this may be it, actually. They're finding themselves out in the cold, having to protect themselves, having to try and bandage themselves up. Not literally, but figuratively. Okay, the Hanged Man being stopped, being sacrificed. So this really self-sacrifice, yeah, they're going to find themselves, the energy coming out of it is they're going to be stopped. They're going to be seen and they're going to be stopped. And here we've got the King of Cups, my Biden administration card. Could also be Blinken. It's very much the negotiator, the diplomat, the emotionally calm, the emotionally stable, powerful leader figure. Could also be a new leader coming through, coming out of this Kremlin disarray. I do see eventually Yulia Navalny becoming very prominent in the government, in a new government, but I've always said there will be an interim in between the current government and what will be the new government of Russia. There will be an in-between. So this may be a peace negotiation, a ceasefire negotiation here as well, as there is this, the military is in disarray. It's just a shambles at the moment, an absolute shambles. Their ruble, their money, worth pittance. It's, yeah, goodness me. Okay, the Chariot, chaos, but moving forward, moving on from this oligarchical dictatorship energy. Moving on from this King of Pentacles energy, sitting in his throne, his money protecting him, moving on from that energy. Yeah, complete and utter downfall. So we had the Nine of Swords here, and then the future going forward is the Ten of Swords. Significant ending, downfall. There's secrets coming to the surface, being revealed. The hidden agenda is going to be seen for what it is, but you've also got then the rise of the feminine. Plan coming to fruition as a ship comes in, as the ship is brought into harbour, and a volatile new message coming forth. I think this is in regards to the switchover. We've got my secret dealings done behind in the dark corner of the pub between the oligarchs. for a new Russia. So I just really feel that we've got a new Russia that's coming forward. We've got the six of wands, which to me looks like a surrender card, a tower moment, a new plan, a new beginning. So how are they feeling in the Kremlin? It feels accelerated. The actions of the oligarchs behind the scenes. It feels accelerated, that there's going to be some sort of negotiation that goes on here. Let's have a look. Show me with this change, because here's the Wheel of Fortune. Times have changed and changed rapidly, and they're going to find themselves out in the cold. Those that adhered to the old ways. Okay. I'm going to be really interested who this interim person is, because I do feel like it's going to be a male, but it's going to be like an interim leader who almost, well, he's going to be the one that sets up the democratic elections, but they're going to be fair elections is what I'm getting. Okay, don't know who this interim person is. Keep an eye out for them. So show me what's going on behind the scenes in the Kremlin at this time. What is going on behind the scenes in the Kremlin at this time? I'm getting glared at the door, the sliding door over there. The cat's there glaring at me saying, "Let me in, the rain's coming." Okay, let's have a look. What is going on? What is going on in the Kremlin as we speak? What is going on in the Kremlin as we speak? Show me, guys, what is going on in the Kremlin as we speak. Right, 2 cards have popped out here. I'll take the top one first. Oh, Slava Ukraine, vive la résistance. Absolutely. Powerful message of resistance coming forward, challenged by a balance and a moderation. Feminine energy as well, challenged by the light. So do not be surprised if there's some sort of internal coup here as well, or an overthrow. And the challenge is the light of the new and the new feminine balance. Wow. We've got the Lovers, new partnerships and new agreements, new contracts, maybe a ceasefire. And in the past, we have the passing of the leader. In the past. I keep getting a feeling that it's almost like they're debating when to announce that Putin has passed. The fire in his palace in Siberia. Let me get that right. I do apologise. I believe it was Siberia. Was a cover-up. That's what the cards were telling me at the time when that happened, to destroy something that they wanted to keep secret. Let's see where this goes. And here, the 6 of Wands again. It's almost like a victory through surrender. What's going on in the Kremlin at the moment? I'd say there's some pretty serious negotiations going on about how do we organise this surrender. Because I'm going to tell you, Putin's already gone. That's what I keep getting every single time. Packing up the truth and moving forward to a new dawn, a new horizon, a new beginning, a new chapter. So this is about, in the immediate future, moving forward with the truth. Externally, we have that control Emperor energy. Externally, still in the Kremlin, but internally in the Kremlin, there's a harsh truth coming forward very quickly for them. So this is externally the illusion of control. the illusion of strength, but internally there's something going on. Hopes and fears, secrets being brought to the surface and revealed, the fight between good and evil over what is really precious. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, bringing forth a new message about planting the seeds for a new beginning. Crusty old dragon left chewing the dead wood as the little squirrel here takes off from what is no longer serving to start anew. And justice again, the justice card. Balance, return to balance, actions having consequences, but feminine, compassionate strength. And then we've got this card again, the negotiator, the diplomat, the emotional mature leader, stable leadership. We've got the ending of the oligarchical control here. I'm just going to put it as I see it. And then we have a new beginning, the rise of the female energy, the feminine energy. Holy, holy, holy crumbs. So the dark money behind the scenes is going to find itself at the point of a sword. There's a decision that needs to be made, the decision that needs to be made in regards to the lying that has gone on by those that are in a position of luxury, because they are going to find themselves investigated for their devil energy decisions in regards to Mother Russia. And they're probably going to find themselves facing prosecution, and it is end of chapter time, end of days time for them. I'm just looking at what's on the base there. Nothing new, nothing to add at this stage. Yeah, do not be surprised if news comes quickly in universal terms, as goodness knows. So there is this external projection of Emperor energy, strength, control and power, but internally they're facing some home truths, and I do feel that dramatic change within the Kremlin is imminent. I'm just going to say imminent. There's some difficult decisions that need to be made in regards to at what stage does the news that dear leader is no longer, feel he's been no longer for a while now. I have seen, for those that are new, that one of the body doubles, possibly both of the body doubles, will be sacrificed, but one will be a willing sacrifice for on a promise of protection for family or something along those lines. So I've said this multiple times. I do apologise. I really wish it would hurry up. But yeah, there is going to be a public takedown of a Putin figure as part of this change that is coming through. Okay, and yes, it does feel like things are speeding up. Okay, going to leave it there. Love to you all. It may have probably the F-16s, but also after the election when it's really obvious that the planning of the past has failed. We're going to see some really dramatic changes in regards to these characters on the world stage. Okay, love to you all. Take care.